Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Ray and today I am going to do another Flosstube, which is all about cross stitching. Today's Flosstube episode number 42 and today is October the 11th, Sunday, which is odd because I usually film this on Saturdays. Yesterday, as some of you may know, was World Mental Health Awareness Day and I took a mental health break. So I just took the day off and I needed the rest. I was hoping that I could do some Zooming or something, but I really wasn't feeling well. And that's because I have a finished object. Y'all. So let's get into that first. So this is my cute little bag from Patchwork Paw Print. I finished Gathering Berries by Luminous Fiber Arts, Misty Purcell. I finished. So y'all know that I was doing Season of Smalls, hashtag Season of Smalls with Jessi, Mislaid Pages, and a bunch of you joined in. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a joy to stitch, to be honest with you. It flew. I highly recommend it to anybody, especially if you're in a funk and you feel like just doing one color. So this is my finish. Isn't it adorable? I can't actually see what you're seeing. There we go. Now that is, this is the printed Vintage Country Mocha by Zweigart. And the thread is the Gentle Arts Claret. This took 2 and a bit skeins of the floss. And just so that you can see, I don't know who here is a back appreciator. Hopefully that is in focus. Don't think it did, but I tried. I tried really hard, and you can tell where I did one stitch at a time, like the strawberry. That's where I started, and then when I got to the bigger motifs, I would just go line by line. But I think it's really, really pretty. Beautiful. There's a version that you can do with buttons as well, and I just opted to do all the stitching on this. So yeah, very pretty. Season of Smalls is done. Today is the last day. If you're watching this on Saturday the 11th or Sunday the 11th, today is the last day to send in your pictures. So please send us a picture of your completed small cross stitch to seasonofsmalls@gmail.com, and your entry will be put in to win the prize. There's 2 prizes. Well, there's 2 lots of 2 prizes. So the prizes are a gift card to my shop and a gift card to Jessi's shop, Mislaid Pages, which you should definitely go check out. My shop is just, you know, whatever, but her shop is really cool, especially for cross stitch. So yeah, really happy, finally finished this, and now I gotta find a way to FFO it. I don't have any trim or anything, but I think that it would look really cute as a pillow, so I'm contemplating how I'm going to fully finish it. But that is not high on the list because I have a lot of catching up to do. So this week, I'm going to pull this out again. I worked also on, if you recognize the bag, you know what's coming. The Year of Blackwork Sal by Peppermint Purple. And this, right. I haven't shown this in a while because it's taken a lot of brain power for me to even want to like get past this box. This one box, excuse me, this box is driving me up a wall, y'all. I don't know why, but that box is really, really hard. I've already made a mistake and I don't think I can take it out without like undoing everything. So that's taking me a little longer than normal, but isn't it pretty? Let me take it out of this key snap, or this is actually an R&R. Sorry about the banging. This is an R&R craft frame jobby. It's good if you work in hand, or if you're not using a lap stand, but I typically do use lap stands. There are there's one strand of DMC 310 that's hanging there, but oh, in that spot, yeah, that's wine. My husband spilled wine on my project. Very early on as well. But it was too far. I think I had done 2 lines, 2 of the rows. So I didn't want to frog it out. So this is what we have so far. This is on 14 count Aida, white Aida. And, sorry, I'm just getting used to the new angle and everything. I really love this. I love this a lot. This is the first time that I have gotten stuck, like really, really stuck. Like I don't want to do it anymore stuck. So, yes. Oh, if you're wondering why I'm wearing a Maleficent headdress, it's because it's Vlogtober, or Flosstober, and so I'm in the spirit. But anyway, yeah, that's my sal for the Peppermint Purple Blackwork sal. This is a free stitch along, available on Claire's Facebook page, Peppermint Purple Sal, and they are using DMC floss, but there's a lot of people that are using like their own colors and their own, you might pick one variegated floss for the entire project. That's not what I'm doing. I'm doing it the way that she wanted it, or that she designed it, not that she wants it a certain way. She says she loves the creativity that's coming out of it, but yes, I am planning to do her 2021 sal that's going to go along with it, and I'm going to do it in exactly the same orientation with the same fabric as well, just so that they can match, because I want to put them in frames side by side. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but that's the idea. All right, next up is my Dark Queen of the Seas stitch along. This one I haven't picked up since Thursday night. Wednesday I did the whip and chat with this project on my channel, and I went ahead and I filled in the rest of the 310 here, this shadow under the fish. And so, yeah, I just finished up that gap where I left off, and I haven't picked it up since. I don't know where my stitchy bug went. I think most of it went into the gathering berries just to finish it off by the deadline, because I have this thing with self-imposed deadlines. I don't know about you, but yeah, so I just filled that in, and I'm looking forward to bringing it up and getting into her belly here. I'm a little bit worried because I was planning on doing this 1/1, the skin, and that means like the rest of this is 28 count linen in Bewitched by Under the Sea Fabrics. It's an opalescent fabric, and it's lovely. And all of this is stitched 2 threads over two strands over 2 fabric threads. But her stomach and her skin, I was planning on doing with 1 strand over 1 fabric thread. And so it'll be like double the amount of stitching, basically. But Heike tried it, Stone Cold Coffee Crafts, my friend, and she hated it. So she ripped it out and she did it the same way as everything else. So now I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to like really hate it. But I will work on this more. And yeah, we will get there. And that is it for stitching this week, y'all. I just with the store, the shop, the Etsy shop and everything, and then I had Patreon gifts to send away as well, and so it just takes a little extra time to package those up and decide on what gift I'm going to give someone. It was just kind of crazy. And also I've been doing the Flossoween. Why do I keep messing up the name of my own thing? Because I haven't had enough coffee. I think I still haven't recovered from yesterday. I haven't talked to anybody other than my husband in a few days. And also our lockdown situation is not getting any better. In fact, we had over 1,000 cases yesterday that came up. So that would be, you know, people are getting sick from like a week or two ago. So, I think that they're going to put us under a really strict lockdown, and it's kind of weighing on my mind right now. But it's okay. Deep breaths. It'll be fine. We'll get through it. It's just, yeah. I have a lot of plans, and I have a lot of really exciting stuff coming up, and I'm trying really hard to stay positive. I think that's the hardest part. But we can do it. We can do it. And we certainly can do it together here on YouTube. So thank you guys for following my journey. I got some stitchy kindness in the mail. First up was from Michelle. Michelle G. Bendy Stitchy. I actually put the card away where I put all the cards that I get from subscribers and viewers and people who send me really nice things. I save all those cards, and I've already put it away, but she sent me a beautiful card, and I won this little prairie schooler chart. It's a little reindeer, Rudolph, jumping over a beautiful house, and the full moon is looking down upon them. Took me a while to realize what that was. So cute. I really like it a lot. These actually, if you want to purchase these charts, they come in packs. And this is from Mini Card Collection F. So you can purchase these from an LNS. Anyone who sells prairie schooler stuff. So that was from Michelle. Thank you so much, Michelle. I love watching her Flosstube videos. And she really inspires me. I really, really love it. This one is from Trish. Trish sent me this beautiful card. People like you add little touches of color and warmth to life. That's a beautiful card. Thank you. And inside, Trish gave me a packet of Kool-Aid, the lemonade, saying, I think this was the flavor that came empty. It was. Thank you, Trish. That is so sweet of you. I really appreciate that. Even though, like, you know, that was so sweet. It made me smile so big. And when my husband saw it as well, and he was just like, oh, someone cared enough to send you one. That is so sweet. So thank you so much. I do need to get back into yarn dyeing. It's just that the weather hasn't been great. And then I got this letter. Where is the letter part of this? Bear with. I got this in the mail. Where'd it go? There it is. This is from Sylvia from Ward Designs. And she wrote me a really long letter, and I really appreciate it. Sylvia's a teacher. And because of COVID and being high risk, a lot of us have had to stay in and not do our normal jobs, right? So she's looking for ways to be creative and to maybe make another income. And so she sent me this to share with you all. And I thought I would, because I think this will work for a lot of us, especially for those of us who, like me, I haven't written anything down. Like, I haven't written down how many days that I've worked on anything. And I keep hearing people like Erin, 2 Martini Stitcher. She sometimes talks about her whip's birthdays, and she'll work on a project when she first started it. So that day of the month every month. And I think that's really sweet. It's so sentimental. And so this kind of would help with that. This is a project tracker that Sylvia has created, and she wants me to test it out. So I'm going to test this out and send her an email back. But I think that it's really cool. So basically, let me try to bring it up close so you can see. Oh, sorry, now. Focus. There we go. There we go. See how it says 2021 to 2023. Your project's name, the designer, the fabric, and any notes. I think that's really important because I always forget the count of the fabric that I'm working on. Your start date, your finish date, and the number of days that you worked on it. And then it's got these calendars here and on the back as well. And so you can highlight the days that you worked on that project and you can look back and see exactly how much time that you spent on it. So I'm going to incorporate this into my my Soul of the Rose piece because I would like to track exactly how much time that I'm spending, and that way I'll have a visual as well. And this is what I think. I would like to hear your thoughts on this in the comments because that'll help Sylvia as well. I think that by highlighting the days or circling the days that I work on it, I'll be able to go, oh yeah, there's a slump at this time of the year. Maybe I should focus on this more at this time of the year when I'm more motivated or something like that. You know what I mean? And so over time, you'll have that visual representation. And I think that that's a really, really cool idea. I'm just curious what you think. And would you be interested in using a project tracker of this type? You all right, Luna? She just woke up from a nap. She says that she's anxious. I don't think you should be anxious at all. I think that this is a great idea. She would be selling them in packs of 25. And you can possibly purchase them through Etsy or a website in the future. And I will let you know if that happens. But yes, let me know down below. Would you use a project tracker like that? And please be kind because I'm sure that Sylvia is watching. So thank you so much, Sylvia. I will definitely keep in touch and send you an email about that once I use it or, incorporate it into my stitching. But yes, I think you should absolutely go for it. Okay, that was Happy Mail. I also want to let you know an upcoming plan that I just made this week. So I was talking to Becky of Becky's Madness for Crafting. You might know her. She has she has really cool stitchy videos, and I love her projects. She always chooses the best project. And earlier this year, at the beginning of the year, she chose a temperature tree stitching project. Are you working on anything like this? It's like there are lots of different iterations of temperature anything. At the very beginning of this year, I thought I was going to do a crocheted temperature blanket, but I decided not to. I want to dip my toes into it because I actually would really like to do a crocheted temperature blanket later on, but maybe not next year either. I don't know. Crochet and I are long time friends. I just haven't done it in a long time. And I keep seeing this there's this mandala blanket that I want. If you watch The Rocking Stitcher, she has this beautiful crocheted mandala blanket, and I kind of really, really want to do something like that, except do a different color for each day. I just need to find out how many rows there are. But anyway, I digress. Becky and I were talking, and I was like, I'm really inspired by your temperature tree cross stitch, and I would really like to do something similar next year. And I'm thinking about this mandala. It's basically like a square, and I'll try to put a picture up so you can see. And I'd like to incorporate that into my stitching next year because because I'd like to push myself for another year finish, so I'll have peppermint purple and the temperature. I'd like to have this. I am a very visual person, obviously, and that's how I learn, that's how I interact with things. And so I think it would be really pretty at the end of the year to see this gorgeous ombre type of mandala. But because I live in Ireland, I think that it's going to be a little bit muted. So I'm considering doing an ombre. The temperatures here range from about at most -2 Celsius to about 25 at the most. So yeah, that is, I need to find a good color range and stick with that for the year. Might do things like blues and greens. I know that some people do a rainbow and then they go, blue is the coldest and then red is the hottest, and that works really, really well as a rainbow. I just don't know if it'll translate well. So I'm going to think really hard on that one. I am. I have a lot of urges lately to pull out old projects. Like, for example, the rainbow, what is it called? That twisted rainbow sampler from, I'm saying it wrong, from Northern, sorry. It's a very loud pickup truck. They're very unusual here. What is it called? Anyway, it's this beautiful specialty stitches cross stitch on black fabric, and I really have this urge to pull it out this week. I have to frog half of a butterfly, and so I don't know, there's just part of me that just wants to like pick it up and touch it, kind of like I did the last week with my Heaven and Earth design. I just wanted to work on it again, pull it out, say hello, give it some love. So I might do that. I might actually do that. Why not? And then I'm planning on keeping up with the sales as usual. But I do need to give some time to the Midnight Way by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I'm falling behind. So far behind on that one. Not that it's a race or anything like that, but I would like to keep on top of it if possible. I have so many whips that I'm starting to feel like next year will be a no new starts. Unless it is something that I have planned, like the Temperature Mandala and the 2021 Peppermint Purple Sal. There are these exceptions. And anything for charity, if there's like a small chart for charity or something like that, of course I'm going to buy it and I might stitch it. But I'm trying to see if I could possibly do no new starts. We'll see. I know that I can't help myself with stash acquisition. That is impossible for me. So, but no new starts. I think I can do that because I have so many projects that are kitted and started already. I'll have to like calm myself during the Nashville season because I love Nashville. This year was my first Nashville experience and seeing all the new things. So yeah. All right. So that's it for plans. So this week, just keep going. Just keep on going. I have a lot of more diamond painting scheduled for this week. So you will see that on Wednesday, which I will be doing a live stream on my channel on Wednesday night. So if you are interested in joining me and talking to me live, please make sure that you're subscribed and that you hit the bell so that you're notified when I do go live. That notification should pop up in your feed tomorrow when I create the live stream video. More than likely it will be tomorrow on Monday, just so that I could give people that heads up that it will be Wednesday night. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Also, if you are interested in winning a chance to get the purple bandana, the Empower People bandana that I knit for myself, I am having a giveaway over on last week's Whip and Chat. So please make sure that you watch last Wednesday's video and follow the instructions so that you can enter to win that. Because I know that there were a lot of you who only watch my Flosstube who were interested in the opportunity, and I just wanted to give you a heads up that is happening. So we're going to knitting now. If you're only here for cross stitch, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week, or in future tomorrow and in future videos, so that because I am doing these daily crafty chats. Sorry, someone just walked by and I wanted to make sure that they didn't look at me like I was a crazy person for wearing horns indoors. Right now I am wearing my, oh goodness, I just had a brain fart. This is my Plumatic Shawl by Helen Stewart, right? Plumatic, oh boy, I've forgotten. I'll put it on the screen. Anyway, this is made with my Ruby and Roses yarn, and this is the shawl that won me some free yarn, and it's so soft. It's made with, there's a few different yarns in here. The pink base is like a cashmere and merino mix, and then it's held together with mohair, so it makes it super duper fuzzy. And then this one is just the regular kind of 75-25, and that's held with mohair as well, and they are so beautiful. You can see the, oops, you can see the remnants of it just up there. But this, it's so soft. I've worn it out a few times already, and I always get compliments on it, and it's almost like wearing a blanket, honestly. And so super duper soft. So if you haven't checked out Ruby and Rose's yarn, her name is Addison. She has a podcast here, and you can check out her link to her channel and her shop down in my link haven, which is a Google document that is just in the description box of the video, and you can scroll through there and find all the things because it's just too much to put into every video. But was that my first sip of coffee? I think it was. Anyway, so that's what I'm wearing today. But I want to show you something. I caught up with my Mixtape Cowl. I have been keeping up with this, thank goodness. I had a mistake and I had to frog. But I did finish before tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last clue. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but this has just been so lovely. And it's like the colors, I didn't think they were my colors, you know what I mean? But wow, I love it so much. And you know what's really funny is that, I don't know if Rachel is watching. Rachel is the owner of the Paisley Pearl Yarn Company, where I purchased the kit with all of the yarn and everything. But Rachel did an incredible job at making all these different colorways. I believe there are 5 in total. And anyway, she's brilliant. And I love this pattern. And I think that I am the only person on the Facebook group who is doing this colorway. This is 1-2 Freddy's After You. And I love it. I love it so much. It's very Irish. So this is the part where I messed up. The ladders, or these little sideways stitches, are supposed to be staggered, but on the second time of doing it, I accidentally had them lining up all the way across, and so I had to put in a lifeline for the first time ever and frog it out like that. But wow, and I love that lace. So pretty. Now, please, 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 don't think that there aren't any mistakes. I'm sure that there are a lot of mistakes in this. I don't mind, you know, it just makes it my own. So now I do have something coming up, which I'll talk about in a minute, where I can't make mistakes. So, but I can't really talk about it, but I will talk a little bit about it. Luna says hello. I know that you all were saying, oh no, she doesn't have her chair anymore. What are we going to do? I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't have your chair anymore. Do you want me to go get you a chair? She probably would. She would probably love that. Yeah, you're a beautiful girl. Go on. Go on. Bye. Bye. Sorry. Okay, so the other whip that I have been working on is my yarn koozie. This is just a little thing that I did. This is using yarn that I dyed myself using Kool-Aid is the red, and then this is like an acid dye that just didn't take right. Yeah. Anyway, there's some variegation in that. It's pretty, but it's it is wonky. I just thought it was kind of cool, and the last time that you saw this, I was a few rows down in the ribbing from where I am now. But unfortunately, I spent this morning ripping back, and ripping back with one by one ribbing is really difficult. You actually just have to go backwards, and you have to slip all the stitches out and go backwards on the needle until you find the mistake. And I think I'm very nearly caught up to where I made a mistake on the ribbing. It was lining up wrong, and so yeah, and I just can't stand it when it looks wrong. I made that mistake on my Into the Bloom cowl, and I left it in, and I'm gonna actually have to do that cowl again someday, maybe with another mini skein set. That's a Ruby and Roses pattern, but anyway, this is very, very nearly finished. I was sitting there in bed this morning ripping back all the stitches and being like, no, I was so close to being done. That's the way it is, isn't it? But this is going to be a really nice little koozie for my yarn so that it's not like exploding everywhere. And I might make a few more of these in the future, but these stitches are so, so tiny that it takes forever to actually knit it. Even though this is, it was all knitting in the round with the DPNs, it's still really challenging. So that is the yarn koozie, or yarn sock, as some people call it. Now I have some really exciting news about what is coming up. It's a secret. I can't really tell you, but I am doing a test knit. So I am going to be knitting something, and I'm not even sure if I can show you the colors. If I'm allowed to show you what colors I'm using, then I will maybe put a picture in. I'll ask. If you don't see a picture, either I didn't get permission or I can't. Yeah. We'll see. So that is the crack with that. I'm super excited to get started. The pattern will release today. I have the needles. I have all the yarn. I ordered some extra just in case something happens, because I don't want to get caught short. I have just enough of the main color, so I definitely needed another one of them. But fingers crossed, it's going to be great. And I'm super excited to get started. So that's all of the yarn, and the plan for this week is to finish the Mixtape Cowl by next Saturday when I see you again. And I think, and just get started on the test knit that I can't tell you about. I have to have it finished by the end of the year. So December 31st is my deadline. And hopefully it won't take me that long, but it's going to be so exciting to show you the final product. I'm so excited. I can't wait. And yeah, I think that's everything for now. Let's read this poem from Patty Bush. I always read a poem from the book Second Sight at the end of my Flosstube, or at least I am for now, because did I lose my bookmark? No. Where were we? I do it now because I really enjoy reading, and it's a big part of my channel as well. I haven't done it in a while, but I really enjoy reading. People say that I have a nice voice for it. So yeah. We talked about the stags last time. I remember that. Let's read A Fairy Floundering. In the bend of the wood, deep in the night, all of your brightness gulled into darkness, the whispering leaves a constant derision, tempted to do a flyer away with the birds. You must stop dead, still where you are, Position your head upside down. Direct your eyes back to front and turn your inner self clean inside out. I expect that is what meeting a fairy is like. And I'll read one more because it's very, very short and we're very near to the end of the book. This one is called Harnessed. The mist hangs and sways like turf creels on either side of the Blasket's backbone. Oblivious of the likes of us, the island plows on, bearing the burden of the sea. I will put a picture of the Blaskets on the screen for you as well, because I don't think anybody knows what the Blaskets look like unless you've been here before. Ooh, and that one will be for next time. Okay, very good. It's great to check in with you all. I'm sorry this one is so short, but maybe for some of you it's better to be a little bit more concise. Next time, hopefully I'll have a bit of haul as well to show you, and including the Retreat in a Box by the Black Needle Society, which should be here tomorrow, hopefully. Please let it be here. And you will see another video from me on this channel that will be directed to the Black Needle Society, because I am going to try to become a rep or a VIP for their company. They do some really amazing stuff with their boxes, and all because we can't go to retreats right now due to COVID. So it's great to get these little, stitchy boxes and go to online retreats that they create. And this is going to be my first box from them, but it's not the first time I've experienced a box. I've seen several of their boxes before. So you're going to see another video from me probably right after this one or right before this one. But don't be alarmed. We'll see if I am able to participate in repping their company and bringing more really fun and interesting stuff to you all. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, hit the bell, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.